What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and yeah, man, the chopping block is real at the WB Discovery. Man, oh man, they not playing games. They came in with a broomstick and they said, hey, we cleaning up, we cleaning house, we getting rid of executives, we getting rid of directors, etc. And now they getting rid of shows. You know, Batwoman canceled at the CW after 3 seasons, and on top of that, another show, Legends of Tomorrow, also got the axe. We're gonna go over both of those. I'm gonna explain kind of why they were canceled, number one, but then also number two, you know, what should they do going forward with these superhero properties. By the way, since you're here, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe link. That definitely helps me out. Or if you're just hanging out and you just want to watch the video and you're not ready to subscribe, there's a little like button over there, and I'll appreciate if you hit that. That kind of helps this video make its way around YouTube so other people can watch it. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Batwoman canceled at the CW. This is a short article on Deadline, and it basically says it right there. Batwoman is no longer. The CW has canceled the superhero drama after 3 seasons. It says here the showrunner Carol Dries revealed the news on social media, saying she was bummed and full of gratitude. And here's what she says: just got the sad news that Batwoman will not be seeing a season 4. I am bummed but full of gratitude. What an honor to make 51 episodes. So many inspiring, brilliant people contributed to the series. Thank you, producers, cast, and crew. Thank you, fans. We love you. Yeah, now I wasn't a big fan. I can't say that I watched this show and I was a fan of the show. I probably saw like 10 minutes and I'm like, it's really not for me. I don't really care for this. But I know it did have a solid fan base, so I'm not really even ragging on the show. It might have been a great show for all I know. That just wasn't appealing to me. But what it had a problem with, which is the same thing that Legends of Tomorrow had, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to that right now. DC's Legends of Tomorrow canceled that after 7 seasons, and yeah, it won't be getting the 8th season. It kind of left it on a cliffhanger from what it says here. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate because you don't get to see how this thing ends, and so that's, you know, bad news. But you know, the reason that these shows ended up getting the axe, it is, you know, probably everybody can figure this out. It's not very difficult. I'm gonna jump right on over to it. The ratings, okay? So I'm on Wikipedia. Here we go. Ratings. This is the ratings for the Arrowverse. And you can kind of see, you know, that's what Arrow was doing. That's what Flash was doing, right? Supergirl had pretty good ratings too. Then you get to Legends of Tomorrow, right? So here's what Legends of Tomorrow was doing. You know, first season had about a 3.16, you know, pretty good, all right? Second, 2.67, all right? Third, 2.24. You get the hint? You see what I'm coming from? Okay. Then the fourth, 1.49. Now this is measured in millions, right? Average viewers in millions. So you're talking about right here, Legends of Tomorrow was getting 1.49, and then at the 5th season, 1.35. So it's just down, downtown. They ain't getting back up. You know, these 2 seasons, they don't have, it says TBD, but I mean, you could probably tell just from the you know, the average ratings on day 1 and then the last episode, you could kind of see it's like it wasn't doing very well. So that's what happened with Legends of Tomorrow. And you come down to Batwoman, kind of the same thing. All right, starts out at a 1.61. Hey, maybe that's not too bad. And see if it goes up. Nope, it's going down the other direction, 0.92. And again, you can just kind of tell, even though they have a TBD, you know, wasn't doing nothing. Okay, so that's the reason why it got canceled. Now, what do you do going forward? Here's the question. Here's the big question, right? Because you heard from WB Discovery. They said, hey, look, we like the Batman, okay? We like Joker. Those films, that's what they want to do, okay? I think they probably are going to keep, you know, James Gunn coming in and doing Peacemaker, Suicide Squad for the comedy and all of that. I think that's going to stay. But what do you do with like your core DC characters? Well, I'm going to tell you, here's what I think they should do. And, you know, I'm just going to go right out and say it. Boom. It's just go straight to the Justice League, okay? Go straight to the Justice League, okay? You still got a Superman, all right? Superman and Lois hasn't been canceled, okay? They haven't been canceled. Flash hasn't been canceled, all right? So that's, you know, right there, you got 2 out of the 5. Now you got to go get a Green Lantern, a Batman, and a Wonder Woman. Okay, Green Lantern Corps is supposed to be in the works, right? It's supposed to be in the works over at HBO Max. Whether you want to use Jon Stewart or somebody else, ultimately you just get a Green Lantern and you move forward. You get yourself a Wonder Woman. Now we know that the films are going to be separate. I get that, but keep the films separate. That's fine. Get a Wonder Woman for television. All right, we haven't seen Wonder Woman in her own television show since Linda Carter. Go back and do that again. I think that would be awesome. And then of course you got Batman. I don't think that they've really done a good job either with Batman through television. They kind of danced around them. It's like, oh, we got this Gotham show, they're going to be coming out with the Arkham Asylum and a Penguin show. It's like, hey, how about just a proper Batman? Just give us a Batman television show that we can really sink our teeth into. Still haven't done that since back in Adam West's day. So it's been a while for those two characters to have their own show, and then what you do is you combine them all together. I'm thinking like they did with Netflix, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. They all got their own individual shows, and then you brought them all together and you formed what? The Defenders. So you do the same thing with Justice League, okay? And then who did they go up against? The Legion of Doom. All right, you give them each their own individual villains, right? You have Luthor, obviously. You can bring in Bizarro. I think Bizarro is a part of Superman and Lois, so you bring in Bizarro. You bring in Gorilla Grodd, because Gorilla Grodd's just my favorite Flash villain. You bring in Sinestro, Riddler, and Cheetah. Boom, there you go. That's your situation. You got it perfect right there. And you do it all on television. You can put it on the CW. I personally would love to see something like that in HBO Max. And the only reason is because you could get a little bit more, kind of gritty and grimy with it. You can actually tell like a more serious show. Imagine like a Justice League, a legit Justice League show with kind of the same tone and tenor of the Dark Knight trilogy. That's what I would be looking for, okay? And then eventually you bring in the Martian Manhunter. You can actually bring in Green Arrow. Stephen Amell says, yeah, I'm down to do some, work, and I want to be on a more bloodier, grittier show. So why don't you go ahead? He just gets added to Justice League, and bam, there you go. I think that's the direction that they need to head in. Now, will they do that? Who knows? They probably won't, but I think that DC needs to embrace the Justice League. I think they need to embrace Superman. Warner Brothers Discovery has stated that, yeah, we've left this guy on the shelf. We've done him wrong. Superman needs to be front and center in this universe. I think you do it on television with the Justice League show and a Superman show to boot, but then you also do it in the films and you bring Cavill back. And I think you have, the best of both worlds at that point, because now you're really hitting on all cylinders. And, whatever you decide to do in terms of a Justice League film or anything like that, at least you have respected the property. You've done a good job with it on television. But that's it. Just something real quick. I just wanted to touch on that. Folks, what do you think? Should they go forward with Justice League or Superman, Flash, Batman? Should they have, a CW or even a HBO Max show with these particular characters? Where should they go? Because it looks like this Arrowverse thing is kind of winding down, and I think it's now time to shift it over into something just a little bit better. And I think Justice League, put it on HBO Max, add all of these particular shows to the mix. I think we got a winning combination. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Again, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. It definitely helps out, and I really do appreciate it. And I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.